When I woke up because of pain, I suddenly felt on my leg. Before I could sit, again something hit my leg. I sit straight immediately because I know what this could be. My stepmom was standing with a slipper in her hand. Tears rolled on my cheeks. Stepmom, why you are still in your bed? Why? I'm sorry, mom. I slept late at night because I washed Tina's clothes. Stepmom, that's not my matter. I'm starving, and you are here sleeping peacefully in your bed. Why? Mom, I'll make breakfast fast. I'm sorry, you said, rubbing your leg with your one hand. With other hand, you wiped your tears. Stepmom, I need breakfast in 10 minutes. You understand, bitch? Why? Yes, mom. She walked out of your room. You looked at your leg, which was red. Again, your eyes teared up, but you harshly wiped your tears with your sleeves and walked to washroom. You made breakfast for your stepmother and her daughter. After they finished eating, you took plates from table and went to kitchen. There was some tea in Tina's cup. You took a piece of bread and ate it with Tina's leftover tea. You was washing dishes when your stepmom came. Yeah, you go and buy these things. She handed you some cash and a list. Why? Okay, mom, I'm almost done with dishes. Stepmom, don't waste too much time in market. You have to cook lunch, so go and come back fast. Wine. Yes, mom, I'll be back soon. After doing dishes, you wiped your hands with your clothes, took money and list, and stepped out for market. You bought everything was in the list. You had 5 huge bags of groceries. They were heavy, but you got no choice. You carried them in your hands and walked on to street, go back to home. Bags were so heavy, you were struggling with bags. You had nothing left for taking a cab or any bus. One, they were so heavy, but I can't afford any transport because my mother gave me amount just for groceries in the list. There wasn't any penny left after grocery shopping. After struggling with those heavy grocery bags for 5 minutes, an expensive car stopped near me. I looked at the car. I thought they're gonna kidnap me. Car's door opened and a handsome man came out of from the car. Hi, may I help you? Why, I'm sorry. Do I know you? No, I'm Mark. I was passing by when I saw you struggling with these heavy bags. He pointed at bags in your hands. Wyatt, oh, thank you for your concern, but I can't accept your help, you said with a light smile. Mark, no, I'm not gonna listen anything. And don't worry, you can trust me. I'm not gonna kidnap you. He chuckled and took bags from your hands. He kept grocery bags in the car. You heaved a sigh. He opened the door for you and you sat in. He went to the driving seat and started driving. Mark, what's your name? Ryan. I'm Park. Ryan. Mark, nice name. Your address? You told him your address. After that, ride to home was silent. Ryan, I was worried if my mom saw me in an expensive car with a handsome man, she will kill me. I was praying in my heart that mom or any of my neighbors don't see me in the car. After 15 minutes we reached in front of my house. I immediately stepped out of the car, took my grocery bags from back seats and rushed inside the house without even saying thanks to Mark. My stepmom was sitting in living room watching TV. She looked at me but didn't say anything. I heaved a sigh of relief that she didn't saw the car outside the house. I was cooking food for lunch when my stepmom came. Before I could say it if she wants something, she grabbed my hair and pulled them hard. Why? Mom, please, it's hurting. You closed your eyes tight. Stepmom, you witch, who was that man? You realized that someone of your neighborhood saw you and told your mom that you came home with a guy in his car. Wyatt, Mom, please let go of my hair. It's hurting so bad. You cried in pain. Stepmom, I'm asking you something. You shameless piece of trash. Who was he? You are slut like your mother. Wyatt, Mom, he just gave me right back home. I don't know him. She let go of your hair and slapped you in the face. Stepmom, remember one thing. You bitch. If I ever saw you with anyone, I'll kill you. She pushed you and left from kitchen. You slowly sat down crying in pain. It wasn't new for you. Your stepmother's behavior changed after your father's death. Your stepmom and her daughter treated you like a maid. She started beating you. You always thought of running away, but you was afraid that something might bad happen to you. There was no one who could save you from your stepmother and her daughter. Why? My head was hurting, but my heart was at fire. I thought of running away one more time. I'm adult. I can live on my own. But where I'll go leaving this house? I have nowhere to go. I cried for some time and stood up to cook lunch for them. After preparing lunch, I cleaned house. Then I washed clothes again, did dishes, and then prepared dinner. I never had time for myself in those 3 years after my dad's death. Mom never gave me money to buy clothes or anything for myself. I always wear Tina's clothes which she don't like or want to throw them after wearing them couple of times. We were not rich, but my father made a house and he had a small company. But after his death, my stepmom sold the company and used the money buying expensive clothes, shoes, bag, and other stuff for her daughter and herself. Life wasn't easy for me. I always wanted the love and care from them, but I never got anything but bruises, slaps, and bad words. Why? I was in my room when my stepmom came. Stepmom, Ryan, get ready. We are going out for shopping. Ryan, really, mom? I was happy she is taking me with her to shopping. Stepmom, yes, I'm sorry. I never treated you good. Ryan, no, mom, please don't say sorry. I still love you as my mom. Stepmom, thank you, daughter. Go get ready and wear something good. Go ask Tina for clothes. Ryan, okay, mom. I smiled widely. After taking clothes from Tina, I took shower and get ready to go shopping. Your mother booked a cab. You sat in the cab happily. You was so happy that finally your mom is treating you like her own daughter. There was a beautiful smile on your lips. After 20 minutes, cab entered in a compound. The place was a little weird. You felt uncomfortable. Cab stopped in front of a building. Your mom stepped out of the cab. You looked at her with questioning face. Stepmom, come out. Why, mom, it's not shopping mall where we are going. Stepmom, yeah, it's not shopping mall. I need to meet my friend before we go to shopping. Why? But mom, stepmom, but what? We are getting late. Come out. You came out, it wasn't feeling right. Your stepmom hold your hand and took you in building. There were weird sounds coming from rooms. You wasn't a child that you don't know what kind of sounds they were. You hold your mom's hand tight. When mom, let's go back. I'm not feeling comfortable here. She didn't give any reaction soon. She stopped in front of a door. Your mom opened the door and entered in with you. There was a lady sitting on bed with two men standing near door. You gulped hard, looking at those men. Your mom pushed you on bed close to that lady. Why, mom, what are you doing? You instantly got up from bed. Stepmom, here she is, she said to the lady with a wicked smile. Lady, she is beautiful as you told. Stepmom, now tell me how much you can give me. Why, mom, what are you talking about? Lady, let me see first if she is virgin. She pulled your skirt down a little. You tried to run away when both men came and hold your arm tightly. The lady put his finger in you, and she put her finger in me. I screamed, tears were rolling down my cheeks. She took out her finger. Lady, she's virgin. Stepmom, look, I told you, she never had boyfriend. Now tell me how much you can give me. Lady, I can give you 15 million. Why, mom, please don't do this to me. I beg you. Stepmom, I'm giving you a gem. You'll be very happy buying her. Lady, yes, yes, I know. I'll use her in the best way. Stepmom smiled wildly. Fine, give me money. Lady, here it is. She took a brown envelope and handed that envelope to my mom. Stepmom, now she's all yours. Why, mom, you can't do this. You can't sell me. Mom, please take me home. Stepmom, shut up, you witch. I'm not your mom. Have a wonderful life here. She laughed loudly. After looking at you last time, she left the room. I rushed out crying. Why, mom, take me with you. Please, mom, I can't live here. My heart was hurting. How she can do this to me. She sat in the cab. Two men came and took me into the room. They threw me inside the room and locked the room from outside. I was crying loudly. I was so afraid what will happen to me. I don't want to live here my whole life. My face was covered with tears and sweat. I don't know when I slept crying. I opened my eyes hearing someone's voice. Yeah, you get up, eat something. I sit straight and saw there was a woman in her 30s. Why, please let me go. Please help me to get out of here. I am Mia. I am here to give you your dinner. No one can help you here. Eat it. Ryan, I beg you, please help me. Mina, I told you no one can help you. You are lucky that you don't need to face a new man every night. You will sold to a man who will win bidding tomorrow. My mind was freezed hearing her. They will sell me again. Why my life is so unpredictable. Mia, eat this food. She left the room, closing the door. You woke up and saw darkness around you. Soon door opened and Mia came. Mia, get up. You need to get ready for your big day. She held your arm and took you with her in other room. There were other girls also. Some of them were so young. Mia gave you some clothes to wear. It was red see-through gown with matching bra and panties. Wine, I'll never wear these. You threw them away. Mia, fine. If you don't want to wear them, then you will go without any clothes on your body. You took those clothes from floor and change your clothes. After changing clothes, Mia does your makeup. She applied bold wing eyeliner and cherry red lipstick. You hated the way you was looking. After half an hour, bidding was started. They took girls one by one. When they all were sold, it was your turn. Two men came and took you to the stage. You were shivering and tears were rolling on your cheeks. Linda, here is our star of the day. She is beautiful, innocent, and most important, untouched. She laughed, showing her white teeth. Let's start. Man, 10 million. Man, 2. 12 million. Linda, look at her. Is she just 12 million worth? Man 4, 22 million. A wide smile appeared on Linda's face. Linda, 22 million. 1, 2, 30 million. Everyone's head turned to the person who said 30 million, but after looking at him, everyone goes silent. He was none other than Mr. Kim Taehyung, a ruthless and scariest mafia leader. Everyone knew him and feared him. Linda, Taehyung, sir, sure, she's all yours. Taehyung, send her in my car. His men handed Linda 30 million and they left. Two men came close to you. They held you by your arms and took you to Taeyong's car. Your eyes were filled with tears. Taeyong was already in the car. They pushed you in car and closed the door. You sat with Taeyong on the back seat. His face was expressionless. Driver started the car. Ryan, sir, please let me go. I know you spent a lot of money on me, but please let me go. I'll pay you back working hard. Taeyong, keep quiet. Ryan, sir, please, I beg you. Please, sir. Taeyong, I hate repeating myself. Keep quiet. You sit quietly after his words. After some time, car stopped in a mansion. It was a huge mansion with dozens of cars at every corner of the house. Taeyong got out of from car and walked to your side door. He opened your side door and hold your hand. You came out from car. He walked inside the mansion with you. He took you in a room. Taeyong, I'll ask maid for your dinner. I'll be back after finishing my work. Why, sir, I don't. He raised his hand. Enough. He left the room. You sat on bed, turning yourself in a ball, and cried again. After some time, maid came with dinner. Maid, ma'am, here's your dinner. Why, I don't want to eat. Please take it back. Maid, sorry ma'am, I can't take this back. Master will kill me if I disobey him. Why? Okay, then leave it. Maid left without taking food back. She didn't touch food. After half an hour, door opened. It was Taeyong. You immediately stood up. Taeyong, go get shower and don't waste too much time. You saw a gun in his hand. Without saying anything, you walked to washroom and took shower. Why? I went to washroom and took shower, but I had nothing to wear. There was a bathrobe. I wear that bathrobe. I hesitantly walk out of washroom. My eyes were fixed on the floor. I was feeling so embarrassed. Taeyong, take that off. He pointed at bathrobe I was wearing. I wasn't wearing anything under bathrobe. If I put off bathrobe, I'll be totally naked in front of him. Why? No, I can't. Please let me go, I said, crying. He came close to me, took off bathrobe from my body and threw it on the floor. My tears were continuously falling on the ground. He lifted up my chin with his index finger. Taeyong, you are beautiful. He attached his lips with mine. It was my first kiss. He deepens the kiss like his life depends on it. Kissing me aggressively, he took me close to bed and pushed me on bed. I fell on bed and he came on me. His hand started moving on my breast while he attacked my lips again with his lips. He squeezed my left with his hand. I lightly moaned in kiss. I felt his smile listening me moan. His hand slowly moved down in me. I never felt a man's touch on my body like this before, but his touch was making me weak. My mind was saying it's not good, I'm sad, but my heart and body was totally opposite. He slowly entered his finger in me. I gasped in pain. He slowly moved his finger in and out. I was feeling little pain, but at the same time, my body was asking for more. He kissed my neck, leaving a kiss. His lips were on my breast now. He teased my with his tongue again. A moan escaped from my lips, and then he removed his clothes and put his inside me. Ryan, after thrusting at me for 20 minutes, finally he was done. He fell on me, breathing heavily. We both were exhausted. My eyes were so heavy because of crying and lack of sleep. I closed my eyes and within some seconds I fell asleep. I opened my eyes because of sharp pain between my legs. I slowly sit straight on bed. I looked other side of bed for taehyung, but he wasn't there. I slowly got up from bed to go to washroom when my eyes caught a blood stain on bedspread. My eyes teared up remembering what happened last night. I took a step when I again felt unbearable pain between my legs. I gasped and was about to fall when someone held me. It was Taeyong. He lifted me up in his muscular arms. He took me to washroom and made me lay down in bathtub. Water in the bathtub was warm and was feeling good. He looked at me for some seconds, but I never made contact with him. I'm going out for some work. Don't go out of this room. I didn't say anything and he left. I rested my head on bathtub and closed my eyes. Why my stepmom did this to me? Thinking about my future life, tears escaped from my eyes and absorbed in my ears. After half an hour, I came out of washroom taking bath. Entering in room, I immediately changed the bedspread because I don't want anyone to see those blood stains. Door opened and a woman came with breakfast in her hand. She was in her 50s. She came close to bed and sat in front of me. I am Amelia. I am Taehyung's nanny. He called me mom. After his parents' death, I never left him alone. He's like my own son. Oh, sorry, I forgot about your breakfast. Eat this. I'll take back dishes later. Ryan, please take it back. I don't want to eat. Amelia, you should eat some. Ryan, no, I don't want to. Amelia, I want to give you a piece of advice. I know he forced you for everything and he seems to be a very bad person, but he is not that bad in reality. If you obey him, he will never hurt you. Ryan, I can't live my life as his slaves. Amelia, you don't have any option about this. She left, heaving a sigh. You laid down and closed your eyes. My eyes were closed, but my mind was full of different thoughts. I was busy thinking when door opened. I opened my eyes to see who came. It was Taehyung. I again closed my eyes, but within some second I felt his lips on mine. I opened my eyes in shock because I wasn't ready for this. I tried to push him away, but he pinned my hands above my head. He kissed me aggressively. He broke the kiss. Taeyong, how dare you ignore me? He whispered in my ear in a deep voice. His voice gave me chills in my spine. He smirked and again kissed my lips. His hands were moving on my body. I was running out of breath. I tried to break the kiss, but he cupped my face tightly. My hands were free from his grip, so I pushed him with all my strength. He fell off of me and laid beside me. His breath was ragged, so was mine. I stood up from bed and ran away from him, but he was fast. He hovered on me and said, I hate when people don't obey me. How dare you disobey me? I am your master. I sent breakfast for you and you didn't eat. Before I could say anything, he attacked on my lips again. After kissing and biting my lips, he undressed me. After leaving wet kisses on my body, he put his monster inside me. I could feel how wet I was. He was doing it hard without any mercy. My eyes were shut tightly with pleasure and pain which I was receiving from him. Next morning, I woke up and saw he wasn't in room. I got up from bed and went to washroom, took shower and came out. I took a look at room. There was a window in room. I opened the window to see the view outside. There wasn't any guard near the window. I rushed and took out all bedspreads from cabinet. I tied them together to make a rope. I tied one side with bed and threw other side out of the window. My heart was beating very fast. I could hear my heartbeat in my ear. I was about to climb down when I heard Amelia's voice. I immediately untied the rope and pulled it up. I rushed inside the dressing room and threw it inside a cabinet. Door opened and Amelia came with maid. I rushed out of dressing room and laid on bed. Amelia, are you all right? Why? Yes, I'm fine. Amelia, here is your breakfast and she is Julie. She will clean the room. Ryan, thank you for breakfast, Amelia. It's my duty. Amelia turned to go when she stopped suddenly. Amelia, why this window is open? She asked with crazy prose. My heart skipped a beat. What if she find out what was they planning to do? Ryan, actually, I was not feeling good, so I opened it for some fresh air. Amelia, oh, I see. I'm sorry I can't help you in this situation. I can understand it's hard to be locked in a room for days. She turned back and left the room. I finished my breakfast and maid cleaned the room. After cleaning, she took dishes and left. I locked the door from inside and rushed to dressing room. I took out the bedspread rope and tied it with bed. I carefully climbed down from window. There was a boundary wall which wasn't too high. I stepped on the wall and jumped outside. My heart was jumping in happiness. Finally, I'll be out of this hell. I started running away when I looked back. There wasn't anyone chasing me. I released a sigh of relief. I was so happy. Finally, I made it out of this house. No, it wasn't a house, it was a prison. I was running for about 7 minutes when I felt my throat is dry. My mouth was completely dry. I stopped for a minute. There was a park. Children and their parents were enjoying. I walked to a lady which was sitting on grass, smiling on her son chasing her husband. I sit close to her. Ryan, excuse me, do you have water? I am very thirsty and I don't have any money with me to buy water. Lady, yeah, sure, here. She handed me a water bottle. I took the bottle and said thanks to her, drank some water and returned bottle to that lady. I walked out of park. I was so tired to run again, so I started walking. After walking for 5 minutes, I felt someone is behind me. I increased my walking speed and I felt that person is also walking fast now. I was about to turn back and see who was behind me when someone grabbed me from back. I tried to push him, but he hit me on my head with something hard. Why? I opened my eyes. It was completely dark everywhere. I rubbed my eyes with my hands, but nothing changed. Where I am? Why it's so dark here? I sat straight and screamed, anyone here? Please let me out of here. Please let me out. It's so dark here. No one responded. That place was stinking. It was a very dirty smell. I was afraid what will happen to me. Tears were rolling on my face. After some minutes, door opened and someone came in. It was so dark I couldn't see the face of that person. He wasn't alone. There were more than three. Suddenly, someone switched on the light. My eyes widened in shock to see the person in front of me. Taehyung was standing with his man. There was a smirk on his lips. Taehyung, what you thought you can run away from me? He laughed manically. My body was shivering in pain. Ryan, please let me go. He didn't say anything but asked his man to bring a bucket of cold water. After a minute, a man took a bucket full of water and handed the bucket to Taehyung. I was feeling scared to death. I don't know what he will do to me, what he will do with water, why he asked for cold water. He started walking, looking at my face, but wait, why is he going other side of the room? I was shocked to see what was there. There was a man on chair. He was tied with ropes. His face and clothes were covered with blood. Taeyong stopped in front of him and splashed the whole bucket of water on his face. The man immediately opened his eyes in shock. Taeyong, good morning, he said with a cheering voice. Man, master, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'll never betray you. Taeyong, don't be sorry, because I don't care if you're sorry or not. Man, master, please let me go. I have a daughter. She'll be alone. Please, master. Taeyong, you should have thought about it before giving our project's information to my enemy. Man, master, I'll never do this again. Please give me a chance. Taeyong, bring another bucket of water. Man took bucket and ran outside. After a minute, he was back with bucket full of water. Taeyong took bucket and placed it near that man's foot. He looked at me with a smirk. I was confused. What will do to that man? Taeyong, electric wire? He asked one of his men. His man ran at the corner. He put plastic gloves on and took a wire in his hand. He came close to Taeyong and handed a pair of gloves. After wearing gloves, Taeyong asked his man to place that man's leg in bucket. His man immediately fulfilled his command. The man was screaming and begging for his life. Taeyong put the electric wire in water bucket. Whole basement started echoing with the poor man screaming. I covered my mouth with my hands. My tears were falling down. I couldn't believe what he did. My body was shivering in fear. I was drenched in sweat. Taeyong turned to me with a smile. He came close to me, but I stepped back in fear. Taeyong, don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you now. It was a demo for you. If you ever tried something stupid again, this will be your punishment. Now let's go. He held my hand and walked outside. I was in a shock. How he could be so cruel and heartless. He took me in bedroom and pushed me on bed. He sat close to me on bed and said, did you enjoy watching? I didn't respond. My tears were continuously falling from my eyes. Taeyong, I ask you something, he shouted. Ryan, how could you kill him? You are not a human, you are a monster. Taeyong, ha ha ha, yes, I am a monster, so be careful. He got up and walked to washroom. I closed my eyes, but I couldn't forget what I saw. Slowly my eyes started feeling heavy. I was about to sleep when he came out of washroom. I didn't move. I pretend I was sleeping, but he sat close to me. He unbuttoned my shirt. I opened my eyes. He smiled, looking in my eyes. Taeyong, what you thought you can fool me? He kissed my neck roughly. I pushed him away. Ryan, don't touch me, you murderer. I hate you. You are disgusting. He looked in my eyes for some seconds and attached his lips on mine. I tried to push him again, but this time I couldn't succeed. He kissed my lips and then moved his finger inside me. That night was too long. He was mad at me. He did it so hard. My body was covered in blue and purple color. I was feeling so down there. Whole night I was moaning and screaming. Days passed like that. I never disobeyed him again. He started trusting me. He gave me permission to go out of room. It's been 3 months I was with him. I was in bedroom when he came. He back hugged me and kissed my neck. Taeyong, get ready. Why for what? Taeyong, for shopping. Why? No, I'm not going anywhere. Taeyong. Why? And when I give you right to say yes or no? Why? I'm sorry, master, but please, I don't want to go shopping. My mother took me with her for shopping, but she sold me. Please, I don't want to be sold again. Tears started streaming down on my face. He turned me to face him. He wiped my tears and hugged me tightly. Taeyong, I'll never sold you to anyone. You are mine, just mine. Why? But Taeyong, Get ready, we are getting late. Tomorrow we have to go to a party. Why? Will you take me with you in a party? Taeyong, yes. Now come down in 5 minutes. I'm waiting. He left the room. I was ready in 5 minutes. I went downstairs. He was waiting for me. I stopped in front of him. He held my hand and walked out. He opened the car door for me. I sat and we left with lots of cards. After 15 minutes, we were in mall. He took me in a store. After watching many dresses, he handed 7 dresses to me. Taeyong, try them. Why? All of them. Taeyong, yes, all. I went in fitting room. I tried 6 dresses one by one and went out to show him. It was last dress. I put on that dress and went out to show him. As soon as he saw me, his eyes opened wide. He stood up and came close to me. Taeyong, let me help you to change this dress. He took me in fitting room. This was the dress. Why, master, please not here. We are in mall. Taeyong, so what? Can someone stop me? Why? No, no one can stop you, but please, master. He smiled and kissed my lips. After kiss, he walked out. He bought many things for me. After shopping, he took me in a restaurant for dinner. After dinner, we left for home. After coming back home, I changed my clothes and went to bed. Taeyong was in a meeting in basement. I fell asleep waiting for him to come back. Next morning, I woke up at 9 a.m. Taeyong wasn't in room. I was happy that he wasn't in room. I just need a chance to run away from him. He trusts me now. It will be easy this time. I got up and went to washroom. After my morning routine, I went downstairs for breakfast. After breakfast, I watched TV for hours. At 6 p.m., two makeup artists came for doing my makeup. They were doing my makeup when Taeyong came. He went to washroom to take shower. At 8 p.m. we both were ready to go. Taeyong, I want to eat you right now, but we can't miss this party. We both left for party. We reached our destination. Taeyong opened the door for me. We went inside the mansion. Taeyong was holding my hand like I was a child. We met many people there. It was a birthday party of Mr. John, a huge businessman. Taeyong, I'm going to meet Mr. John. You stay here. I'll be back soon. I nodded my head as yes and sat on a chair in front of bar counter. I was feeling awkward because it was my first time in a party like this. A waiter placed a glass in front of me. I didn't ask in confusion about the drink. I gulped the whole glass. After that, I realized it was wine. I liked the taste, so I asked for more. After drinking 3 glasses, I was completely drunk. My head was spinning when someone came close to me. Excuse me, are you alone here? Why? No, I'm with my master. I'm Sky. Why your master left you alone here? It's not safe for you to be alone in that kind of party. Why? Sky spoke. I went to take a glass of wine when my eyes caught her. She was drunk, but still she was looking so innocent. She was beautiful and innocent, but why someone left her alone here? It was a party of mafias and businessmen. It's not safe for her to be alone. I asked about the man she came with. I sat next to her. I asked waiter for some lime. I asked her to open her mouth. She opened her mouth like a child. I squeezed lime in her mouth. After squeezing 5 pieces of lime, I felt she was fine. I got a call on my phone. I received the call and walked a little far from her. When I was back in my senses, Sky was on his phone. I looked around and saw a man coming from a back door. I found a chance. I rushed towards the door and opened it. I walked out of door. I took some steps when someone covered my mouth with his palm. I tried to push him, but he was strong. He started dragging me in a corner. I was screaming, but my mouth was covered. Tears rolled down on my cheeks. It was a dark corner. No one was there. What will happen to me? His hand moved on my thigh. Is he gonna rape me? No, please, no. Why? It's always me. My heart was beating so fast. I was praying for Taeyong to come and save me. Taeyong, where are you? What do you think? What will happen to Ryan? Will think. Part 4. Taeyong. After meeting and greeting Mr. John, I went back to Ryan. But she wasn't there. I looked around for her. She was nowhere to be found. I walked out and asked guard about Ryan, but they said nobody left the party. I went back in hall and again looked for her. Where did she go? My head started hurting thinking about her. I was looking for her in hall when I saw a back door. I rushed out of that door and looked for Ryan. Nobody was there. It was a quiet, dark place. I called out her name loudly, but no response. Again I shouted her name. I was about to go back when a sandal hit on my leg. I took the sandal in my hand. It was Vian's. I looked around again and shouted her name. It was so dark, so I took out my mobile phone from my pocket and turned on flashlight. Vian. I was praying for Taeyong to come when I heard my name. He was Taeyong. I tried to scream, but my mouth was covered. My mind worked at the time, and I threw my sandal on him. And then, within some seconds, I saw a light. It was a mobile torch. I closed my eyes. I was praying for him to find me as soon as possible. Suddenly, that man removed his hand from my mouth. I opened my eyes and saw Taeyong was standing in front of us. I ran to him and hugged him very tightly. He wrapped his arms around me and kissed on my head. My tears were absorbing in his suit. Taeyong, don't worry, love, I'm here. Before Taeyong could say something, his guard and Mr. Jones' son Robert came. Robert, Taeyong, is everything alright? Taeyong, this rascal touched my woman. Robert, oh, I'm sorry for this all. I'll take care of him. Taeyong, no, I'll kill him with my own hands. How dare he touch her? Listening Taeyong's word, that man started begging for his life. Taeyong took out his gun and aimed the gun on that person. I immediately held his hand and nodded my head as no. I can't see someone dying in front of my eyes again. Taeyong, he tried to rape you. I'll kill him. Lion, master, please, I want to leave this place. Please take me home. Taeyong heaved a sigh and nodded his head as yes. Before leaving, Taeyong asked his man, finished him. Taeyong sat on his feet and fitted my sandal in my foot with his hands. After that, he stood up and wrapped his arm around my waist. We left for house. The whole time my head was on his chest. I was feeling secure with him. He was gently tapping my back to make me relax. We reached home. He opened the door and lifted me in his arms in bridal style. He put me on bed and sat close to me. Taeyong, look in my eyes. I raised my head and made eye contact with him. Taeyong, what was you doing there? Vian, I was master. Taeyong, listen, Vian. I know what was in your mind. I hate it when people disobey me or betray me. I have told you that you are mine, and if you try to run away, I promise I'll kill you. Vian, okay, fine, then kill me. I can't live with you as your slave. I'm done. Why everyone is trying their best to hurt me? What I've done wrong in my life to be treated like this? I was nice to everyone, but why it's always me? Why? Taeyong, enough. Why? No, I'm not done yet. You know, I always thought one day I'll live a normal, beautiful life. But look what I got. What am to you, huh? Just a toy? Taeyong, I said that's enough, Vian. What will you do? You'll hit me or kill me? You are a fucking heartless man. I hate you. I hate you the most. Taeyong, what you want to listen? You want to listen that I love you? If I tell you that I fell in love with you at first sight, it would be a complete lie. But if I say that after living with you for months, I don't know when and why, but I fell for you, and now you are just mine. After finishing, he started kissing my lips. His hands slowly moved in my dress. I broke the kiss. Master, please, I don't want to do it tonight. Taeyong, okay, it's alright. And how many times I have told you don't call me master, call me Taeyong. I nodded my head as yes. He pecked on my forehead. Taeyong, you should rest. Fine. Thank you for today. Taeyong stood up from bed with a smile and left the room. Sky. I hung up the call and turned back to see her. She wasn't there. I looked around, but she wasn't anywhere. I saw a back door and walked to the door. I opened the door. I just took 2 steps when I heard Taeyong roaring. This rascal touched my woman. I walked a little more when I saw the view. She was in Taeyong's arms. My blood started boiling. She came and partied with Taeyong. He don't deserve her. I love her. I'll make her mine. I know he forced her to live with him. She is innocent and beautiful. I want her. Don't worry, I'll take you out of that hell. I called my manager and asked him to collect all information about her. After an hour, he called me and told me everything about her. Vian, days passed and many more things changed. Taeyong bought a mobile phone for me. He saved his number in mobile phone. He never forced me to do it again. He was taking care of me like a loving husband. Days were passing quite good. A day Taeyong went out of house for a mission. I was sleeping when I felt someone staring me. I opened my eyes and saw Sky standing with a smile. I screamed in fear, but he immediately put his hand on my lips. But his hand wasn't empty. There was a piece of cloth. I struggled to push him, but I couldn't succeed. After a few seconds, everything turned black, and I fell on bed. Sky. I was keeping a close eye on Taehyung. I knew he's on his mission today, and all his men were with him. In house, there were just 8 guards, and they were on front side of house. I climbed up the back wall boundary. Luckily, our room's window was open. I entered in room through the window. I slowly walked in room and went close to bed. For my surprise, she was fine. I felt so happy. I was looking at her beautiful face when she woke up. I put my handkerchief on her face. There was chloroform on it. After some seconds, she fell on bed. I tied a rope with bed. After lifting her in my arms, I climbed down with the help of rope. My man was waiting in the car. I opened the car door, sat inside with her. Fine. I opened my eyes, but it was a different place. I remembered that sky in my room. My heartbeat increased. Why he kidnapped me? I stood up from bed and rushed to the door. It was locked. I banged the door. Within a minute, door opened. It was Sky. There was a smile on his lips. Sky. Hello, lovely. How are you? Why you kidnapped me? Sky. Because I love you and I want you to be with me. Ryan, are you a psycho? Did I told you I want to live with you? Sky, I know you didn't say you want to live with me, but I know how he forced you to live with him. Don't worry, he can't find you here. Ryan, Mr. Sky, take me back right now. Sky, sorry lovely, I can't. You should rest for some time. I'll send something to eat for you. Left locking the door. What I should do, how Taeyang will know where I am. Tears started rolling on my cheeks. After half an hour, a woman came with a fruit bowl. She came close to bed to give me bowl when I pushed her and ran out. I ran as fast as I can. It wasn't a big house. I easily found exit door. I rushed outside the house. I was running when I heard Sky shouting my name. Ryan, stop. I didn't listen to him and continued running with all my strength. But he was fast. He got me within 5 minutes. He held my arm and slapped me on face. I was shocked. Taeyong never slapped me. He put me on his shoulder and walked back his house. I was punching him in back to stop and let me go, but he didn't bother me. He took me back in room and threw me on bed. He hovered on me and said, I thought I'll give you time to fall for me, but you need to be punished. Ryan, Sky, please, I don't want to live here. Let me go. He didn't say anything but torn my dress into pieces. I was screaming for help, but no one was there who can help me. He took off everything I was wearing, and then he did the same with himself. I was screaming. My tears were continuously absorbing in my hair. He put his stash inside me roughly. I screamed in pain. Ryan, please don't do this to me, please. He didn't stop for a second. He was doing it rough. It was hurting too much. My body wasn't ready for this. But he put it inside me without any care. Sky, look what you made me to do. My whole body started hurting. He was doing it very fast and aggressively. I was feeling unbearable pain between my legs. I never felt that much pain in my whole life. I wanted to die at that moment. He didn't stop for a second. My body and heart wasn't able to tolerate any more pain. Everything blacked out. I passed out because of too much pain. Part 5. Why? I opened my eyes and looked around in confusion. No one was in the room. My whole body was hurting. I tried to sit, but I felt unbearable pain between my legs. I remembered what Sky did to me. My eyes teared up, remembering how he raped me. The young was never like him. Even at my first time, he was so gentle. He never treated me like Sky did. Even when I tried to run away, he wasn't like Sky. Taeyong, where are you? Please take me back. I started crying. I again tried to sit. It was hurting so bad, but I rested my back on the bed ground and sat. I looked down between my legs. My eyes widened when I saw blood between my legs. My body wasn't ready for his dash inside me. He forcefully put inside me that made me bleed. I was injured down there, that's why it was hurting too much. I was sobbing when Sky entered the room. He came and sat on bed close to me. Sky, I think I was too strong for you, but it's okay, you will be used to it. I wiped my tears and looked in his eyes. Let me go. If Taeyong found you, he will kill you. Sky, don't you dare take his name again. I hate it when people think he's stronger than me. You know, I was planning to kill him. I wanted to prove that I am more than him, and I wanted to become leader of Mafias after killing him, but now I don't care about leadership because I got you. I will give up on my dream as a leader because of you. When I'll never live with you, he will come and save me. Sky, really? Let's see. When he slept after some time, I was feeling disgusting. My body was hurting, so I went in washroom to take hot shower. After taking shower, I came out of washroom and sat on a chair in the corner of the room. I was praying to God, please help me, send taehyung here to save me. The night passed and it was 9 a.m. when Sky woke up. He looked at me and came close. He pecked my forehead and undressed himself. I was scared, but he went to washroom to take shower. He was taking shower when I checked his pants pocket. Luckily, there was a mobile phone in his pocket. I took out mobile and dialed Taehyung's number. Taeyong picked up the call after fourth ring on the phone. Taeyong, what? Why? Taeyong, it's me. I kept my voice low. Taeyong, Wayan, is that you? Where are you? He was worried. I can feel this from his voice. Wayan, Sky kidnapped me. Please take me back, Taeyong. Taeyong, what? I'll kill him. How dare he touched you? Wayan, Taeyong, please, I'll kill myself. Please come fast. Taeyong, no, no, don't think like that. I'll track his phone. I'll be there soon. I felt Sky was done with shower. One, he's coming, please save me. Taeyong, don't worry, just give me some time. I hung up the call and deleted Taeyong's number from college. I put phone back in his pocket and sat on the chair. Sky came out of washroom and checked his pants. He found his mobile phone and smiled. Sky, you missed a chance. Why? What chance? Sky, I forgot my phone here. Why? Please let me go, Sky. Sky, shut up. I'll send you breakfast in. And he left the room. Taeyong. I completed my mission and dialed Ryan's number. I was waiting for her to pick up the call, but she didn't. I thought she might be downstairs, so I dialed landline number. After some rings, Amelia picked up the call. I asked her about Ryan. She said Ryan was in her room. I asked her to check if she's alright. I was worried about her. She never ignored my calls. I was waiting for Amelia's call. After some minutes, I received a call from Amelia. What she told me made me freeze on my spot. She told me Ryan wasn't in her room and there was a rope tied with bed. I immediately asked my man to look for her. I tried everything I could do to find her, but nothing worked. Night passed, but I couldn't sleep for a second. My mind was stuck in Ryan. Next morning, I got a call from Sky's number. I was not in the mood to talk to him, but still I received the call. I was shocked for some seconds after listening Ryan's voice. After talking Ryan, I asked my man to track the number. After tracking, we left to find Ryan. It was a guest house a little far from city where Sky took Ryan. My blood was boiling in anger. I asked the driver to drive fast. I'll kill that Sky with my hands. How dare he kidnap my love? Sky, you made a huge mistake. I promise you will regret that. Ryan, I was waiting for Taeyong. It's been 5 hours, but he wasn't there. Sky entered in room and smiled. Sky, I can't tell you how much I am happy. Finally, I am the winner. I made Taeyong a loser. I didn't respond to him. Sky, are you fine now? I'll be back soon. It's going to be a fun night. I got goosebumps when I listened to his words. I can't imagine him doing that again with me. Sky, be ready. I promise I'll be gentle. He was about to say something more, but his phone buzzed. He took out his phone and received a call. While he was talking, he walked out of room. I felt he forgot to lock the door. I slowly stood up and went to door. I turned the door handle slowly. I felt so happy that it wasn't locked. I slowly tiptoed out of the room. Sky wasn't outside the room. I walked into the main door, but Sky wasn't in the house. As I walked out of house, I started running, but within some seconds I heard Sky shouting my name. I was afraid if he caught me again, he'll do the same thing to me. I was running the fastest I can. I was drenched in sweat. He was continuously shouting. I didn't stop for a second. I was running, but suddenly I tripped. But as soon as I fell down, I saw Taeyong with his men. He was coming towards me, but his gun was aimed on Sky. He directly shot Sky in head. He immediately fell down, but Taeyong shot him again and again till his gun wasn't out of bullets. He came close to me and hugged me tightly. I started crying loudly in his arms. Taeyong, it's all right, it's finished. Don't cry. Why? Nothing finished, Taeyong. Nothing. Before I could say more, everything blacked out. Taeyong, she said nothing finished. What does that mean? I took her back home. She was unconscious. I put her in bed and called the doctor. After some time, doctor came and checked her. After giving her injection, doctor left. I sat close to her. She was looking so pale. There were finger marks on her cheeks. My eyes teared up for the first time for anyone. I kissed her cheek. I couldn't believe how I can love someone. It wasn't supposed to be like this. You made me what I would never wanted to be, Ryan. Ryan, I felt someone holding my hand. I was scared that it's Sky who's holding my hand. I opened my eyes and pulled back my hand without looking who was there. My body started shivering in fear. I closed my eyes tightly and screamed for help. Please help me, Sky. Please don't touch me. Taeyong, it's me. Listen to me. Taeyong hugged me tightly when I wasn't listening to him. I felt the warmth of his body. I opened my eyes and saw it was Taeyong. I wrapped my arms around him tightly. Please save me, Taeyong. Taeyong, you are back home. Everything is fine. He is dead. I killed him. You don't need to be afraid. One. I broke the hug and looked in his eyes. I'm sorry, Taeyong. I couldn't stop him. Taeyong, what he did? One. He raped me. Telling him, I burst out crying. Taeyong, I'm sorry. It was because of me. I'm sorry. Why? No, it's not because of you. It's all happened because of me. I shouldn't talk to him that night. Taeyong, don't blame yourself. His tears rolled down on his cheeks. I never saw him weak or crying. He was crying for me. I felt pain in my heart. Taeyong, you should rest for some time. Why, Taeyong, I don't want to live with you. Taeyong, why? Why? I don't know. I'm not the same as before. I'm feeling disgusting from my own self. I can still feel his filthy hand on my body. Taeyong, Wan, please, for me, you are the same. I don't care about that. It was my mistake. I couldn't protect you. Wan, I can't. Before I could complete, he attached his lips on mine. He kissed me passionately. We both were crying. I could feel his love by his kiss. After kissing my lips, he pecked my forehead. Taeyong, don't worry about anything. I'm always with you. And for me, you are still pure as you was before this all. I love you. One, I love you too. You know, I thought I hate you, but I realized that I was wrong when he touched me. I was missing you the whole time. Damn, don't think about those things. Take some rest. He left for some work and I slept. Days passed. He never tried to do it with me. He was giving me time to forget those bad memories. I woke up in the morning feeling throwing up. I rushed to washroom. It's been 3 days. I'm not feeling well. My body was hurting. I couldn't eat properly. I always felt I would throw up. I didn't tell Taeyong about these feelings. I was afraid to tell him. What if I'm pregnant? What will his reaction? How I should tell him about this? What do you think? Is one pregnant with Sky's? When I was thinking about how I should tell Taeyong about this, I went out of washroom and laid beside him. He was sleeping peacefully, my eyes tucked on his handsome face. I remembered when he bought me. Everyone was shocked watching him there. I was scared. Everyone was scared of him. I thought he'll treat me like everyone treated me. I thought he'll throw me out of his life when he'll done with me. But I never imagined that he will love me. He will treat me as his treasure. I want to spend my whole life with him, but not with Sky's child. I think I should tell him about those weird feelings. I was lost in his handsome face when he opened his eyes. Taeyong, do you want something? He asked with a wink. I understood what he meant by something. I started blushing. Why? No, I was just looking. Taeyong, why you are not sleeping? Are you okay? Why? Taeyong, I am not feeling well. He sat on bed and asked worriedly, why? What happened? Should we go to hospital? Why? I'm sorry, Taeyong, but I'm feeling like I'm pregnant. Taeyong, really? Why you are sorry? I'm so happy. Why? I think it's Sky's baby. Taeyong, no, it can't be. Why? Taeyong, I don't want this child. If I'm pregnant, I'll go for abortion. Taeyong, are you kidding? How you can even think about abortion? When? Because I don't want to give birth to anyone else's child. I want our baby, here and mine. Taeyong, listen, mine. I don't care if it's mine or Sky's. Mine, but Taeyong, I told you it doesn't matter whose child is this. It's not the baby's fault, Ryan. If it's Sky's, we'll raise him. Ryan, are you sure about this? Taeyong, yes, I am sure. I don't say I'm not mad at Sky, but I can't take revenge on a child. It's not confirmed that you are pregnant. Let's go to hospital for checkup. Ryan, okay, let's go. Taeyong got up and went to change his clothes. I also changed my clothes and we left for hospital. Taeyong, I took her to hospital for checkup. When she told me about pregnancy, I was so happy. I want a family with her, but when she said it could be Sky's child, I felt hurt, but still I can't kill a baby. Doctor took her for checkup. I was waiting for them to come back. After some time, doctor and Ryan came back. Taeyong, what's the results, doctor? Doctor, she's not pregnant. I think she is overthinking. She's stressed, and that's the reason she is feeling sick. Taeyong, are you sure she's not pregnant? Doctor, yes, Mr. Taeyong, I'm sure. Just take care of her. She will be fine. After meeting with doctor, we left for home. Ryan was happy knowing that she is not pregnant. I also was not much sad. Why? Thank God I'm not pregnant. I was praying for that. Don't think too much. Thing is fine now. After 2 days. Why? I was in bedroom when Taeyong came. He came close to me and kissed me on forehead. He made me stand in front of mirror. He took out a box from his pocket and opened it. There was a beautiful necklace. He took out that necklace and put that necklace around my neck. He saw a mark on the back of my neck. Taeyong, what is this mark? Bayan, it's nothing. Thank you for this beautiful gift. Taeyong, I asked you something. Is it because of your stepmother? Bayan, yes, but it's fine now. I don't want you to see this. It's a burn mark and it's so bad looking. Taeyong kissed that mark. It's okay, you are beautiful. I don't care about marks of your body. Ryan, thank you for loving me, Taeyong. Don't say thanks to me. I should say thank you to you because of you accepted me. Ryan, will you marry me? Ryan, yes, I'll marry you. I wiped my tears and kissed his lips. Ryan, I always dreamed of a beautiful life and you made that dream come true. Thank you for saving my life, Taeyong. In evening, Taeyong, I can't let that woman go easily. How could she hurt my woman? It's time for you to pay back. I called my man and told him to find everything about Ryan's stepmom. After some hours, my man came and told me that she owns a company now, which she bought by the money she got selling Ryan. And Ryan's father's death wasn't natural. Ryan's stepmom poisoned him. She gave doctor some money to tell that he died from heart attack. That blows my mind. I asked my man to bring her and her daughter to me. Next morning after breakfast, I took Ryan in basement. Her stepmom and sister were in basement. As soon as she saw them, she rushed to them. Stepmom, Ryan, help us. Ryan, Mom, I missed you. Taeyong, please untie them. Taeyong, you still care about these women? Ryan, she's my family. You can't treat them like this. Taeyong, really? Just give me 5 minutes. Sumit, tell me about her father's death. Stepmom, what do you mean? He died with heart attack. Taeyong, fine, I'll kill your daughter. Tell me truth. He aimed the gun on Tina's head. Stepmom, no, no, please, no, don't kill her. I'll tell you everything. Taeyong, okay, speak. Stepmom, I poisoned him. He wanted to transfer everything to Ryan's name. I told him not to do this, but he said he don't trust me, so I killed him. Ryan, what? You are lying, right? You. How? Why? Tears rolled down on my cheeks. I couldn't believe she killed my dad. Taeyong, Ryan, don't cry. I'll make them cry for the rest of their lives. I promise you. Taeyong asked his man for papers. His man handed him some papers and a pen. Taeyong, here, sign this paper if you want to live. His man untied her hand. Stepmom, what are these papers for? Taeyong, you are transferring your company and house on Ryan's name. Stepmom, I'll never sign these papers. Taeyong, it's okay, don't sign. After your death, everything will be automatically Ryan's. Stepmom, you can't kill us. Taeyong, let's see. Let me show you a demo by killing your daughter. Tina, no, please don't kill me. I haven't done anything wrong. Please don't kill me. Taeyong, if you don't want to die, then tell your mom to sign these papers. Tina, Mom, please sign these papers. I don't want to die. Stepmom, no, I can't. He's just threatening us. Taeyong, oh, I see. He fired on Tina's leg. Tina started screaming in pain. I rushed to her, but Taeyong pulled me back. Stepmom, don't kill her. I'll sign these papers. She immediately signed the papers and handed them to Taeyong. Taeyong, take her to hospital, he said to his man. They untied Tina and her mother. Tina went to hospital with Taeyong's man. Stepmom, I'll sue you, Taeyong. I'll take everything back. Taeyong, get lost. She left and Taeyong took me back to bedroom. I was crying. He made me sit on bed and wipe my tears with his hands. Taeyong, please don't cry. You are making me angry. I'll kill your mom if you continue to cry. Why? Don't kill them. I don't want you to kill anyone. Taeyong, then stop crying. He hugged me. Taeyong, everything's fine now. Why? Thank you for everything, Taeyong. If you're really thankful, then I need something from you. Why? What you want? Taeyong, I want you right now. When I'm all yours. I said, blushing. He smiled and started kissing my lips. He took me back and pushed me on bed. He undressed me and then himself. His lips were on my neck and his hands were moving down between my legs. After leaving wet kisses on my neck, he squeezed my breast with his hands. I moaned lightly. He put his lips on left breast and sucked it. He slid his fingers inside me. I was moaning loudly. He was touching me like that after many days. His touch was like making me wet. I could feel the wetness between my legs. After kissing my whole body, he put his monster inside me. When I'm too much wet. Taeyong smiled widely. Taeyong, I missed these moments with you so much. When I'm sorry, Taeyong, I love you. When I love you too. He smiled and kissed my lips again. After kissing my lips, he started trusting in me fast. After doing it, we slept. We were sleeping when Taeyong got a call. He picked up his phone from side table and received the call. He just asked how on phone and then hung up the call. Taeyong, your stepmom had an accident and she's dead. When what? She was alright in the morning. Taeyong, after leaving from here, she drank and drove. People took her to hospital, but she was dead already. Ryan, I want to see her. Taeyong, no, she's not your mom. You don't need to go. Ryan, you are right. She's a murderer of my father. Taeyong, let's leave. I'm feeling sleepy. After 4 months. Ryan, Taeyong, I want to eat something sour. Taeyong, are you kidding me? You just said 5 minutes ago that you want something sweet. I bought ice cream for you and now you want something sour. Ryan, it's not me. It's your baby who wants these all things. I said with puppy eyes. Taeyong smiled and kissed on my forehead. Taeyong, okay, I'll go and buy something sour. Why? It's my third month of pregnancy. Taeyong and me got married 3 months ago. I wasn't aware that I was already pregnant. Taeyong was so happy knowing that I'm pregnant. I also want to be mother of his children. Taeyong want 5 babies, so it means it was the beginning. Everything in my life was beautiful as I always dreamed of. In the beginning, things were hard, but now I am happy and satisfied with my life. Next day. We went to hospital for my monthly checkup. When we were coming back home, I saw Tina with an old man. I asked Taeyong to stop the car. He stopped the car and I went to Tina. Why, Tina, how are you? And who's this man? Tina. He bought me. After mom's death, I had nothing, so I went to that lady Linda. She gave me space to live in brothel, but then she sold me. I'm sorry, Wine. We did wrong with you, and look what we got. Wine, I'll talk to Taeyong. He'll help you. Before Linda could say something, that old man said, Miss, don't interfere in our matter. I bought her. I'm her owner. He held Tina's hand and walked away. I went back to car. Taeyong was waiting for me. Taeyong, should we go? Why? Taeyong, can you help her? Taeyong, don't even think about it. When I couldn't believe how my life changed. My stepmom and sister sold me because they wanted me to live a miserable life. But look, I'm happy with Taeyong. Now I understand life is unpredictable. Everything can change in minutes. My life changed for good because I never thought bad of anyone. I hope Tina will live a happy life. I looked at Taeyong and smiled. When I love you, Taeyong. Taeyong, I love you too, my love.